Hi everyone, welcome back to our second lesson. Today we're going to be learning about the A string. So we now know the D string, D, first finger E, second finger F sharp, third finger G. And then after that we learned the E string, which was E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. Well, now we're going to learn the open A string. The open A string is this string right over here. It's right next to the E string, and it's right next to the D. It's actually in between both of them, okay? And that one, if you look on your bridge, that's where I wrote the A. Now, you're going to find your violin onto your chin right here. You're going to grab your bow, remember, holding your bow correctly, and then you're going to place, and we're going to play one long A. Just like that. So take a moment, figure out where your A string is, and then we'll play an exercise on the A string. Looking at our pages, the A string, we're going to play it 8 times. It's a little black note, right? And we're going to play it 8 times. Bow on the string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. You can try it. Now that we've done the open A string, we're going to move on to our next note. Our next note is first finger, and it's on the yellow tape. Now, our yellow tape, if we're going alphabetically, is going to be B, because A is the open, and then the next note will be B. So, you're going to put your first finger on the yellow tape, and we're going to play 8 Bs. First finger Bs. Remember, first finger, just one finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. You can try that yourself. So we learned 2 notes. A string, open A, and first finger B. So let's put those 2 together. We're going to do an exercise just like the other ones where we play 8 notes, but we are now going to split them 4 for the A string, 4 for the B note. So get your violin under your chin, grab our bow, place it on the A string. Now, we have to prepare our first finger in advance. We have to make sure that our first finger is right above the yellow tape. Not touching the string just yet, but we don't want it all the way over here or down here or over here, because then it's going to take forever for us to get our first finger when it's time. So we want to have our finger already in position. So when it's its turn, we just push it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put your finger down. 2, 3, 4. You can try that. Good job. Let's move on to a new note. Now, if our open string was called A and our first finger was called B, what do you think our second finger is going to be called? Take a moment to think about it. The answer is C. Okay, so we have A, B, C. It's kind of starting to sound like the alphabet, right? Well, that's what kind of music is. It's an alphabet of 7 letters. If you look at the first page in your book, it says the ABCs of music, and it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G in a big old spiral, because there's only 7 notes, and they always, after A comes B, after B comes C, and it keeps going, and then when you get to G, you start over with A. So that's why we have A, B, C. We are going in order, okay? So let's look at C. C is a red note. It goes on the red tape. Also, we use second finger to play C. So if we locate our note, we're going to put our violin on our chin. We're going to get our first finger and our second finger, okay? Little bunny ears. We're going to put our first finger on the yellow tape, and we're going to put our second finger on the red tape. Now, let's make sure when we put our bow on the string, on the A string, we balance it so that we do not play the D or the E. You see how there's like a little seesaw action going on here? If we are too far up, we're going to play the D, and if we are too far down, we are going to play the E. So let's make sure we can balance it where there's no, if you look at it this way, you can see what string the hairs are touching. Let's make sure it only touches the A. So, with that in mind, let's play C sharp 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and try that. Now, let's put that C sharp into our exercise where we play every note. Okay, so we're still going to have 8 beats, but now we're going to do 2 A's, 2 B's, and 4 C's. Let's play it. We have 2 A's, 2 B's, 4 C's. Now, with our violin up, let's make sure we have our first and second finger hovering above the tapes that we're going to use. We don't want them over here, we don't want them over here, over here, over here. We want them right by the tape so we have them close enough to place them when we need it. So, 2 A's, 1, 2, then 2 B's, put our first finger, and then 4 C sharps, then we place it. Good, let's put that all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, B, C, 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 C. Good. Try that for yourself. We've now learned 3 notes. We have A, B, and C sharp. Can you guess what our last note is going to be? If you guessed D, you are correct because we are going in alphabetical order. A, B, C, D. Now, you might think, but D is this open string. Yes, you are correct. But we are on the A string, and now we have a third finger, so we use 3 fingers to play a D. This D sounds higher than the open string. Check this out. This is third finger D. Putting our finger on the blue tape. This is our open string D. Do you hear how the open is lower and the third finger is higher? There's a difference, okay? So we are now doing the higher D, okay? Third finger D. That's the blue tape on the A string. Now, let's do this exercise. It's similar to all our other exercises where we do 8 notes. So how we're gonna start it off is we're gonna prepare our third fingers, 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, right? 1, 2, 3. Yellow, red, blue. So, let's do that. Put our third finger on the A string. Place our bow on the string. Remember, balance so we don't touch any other string but the A string. And we're going to play 8 third finger Ds on the blue tape. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Work on that a bit, and then we'll move on. Now, to end our lesson today, we're going to put all the notes we learned into one exercise. So remember, we learned A, B, C, and D. Let's create an exercise that puts all those notes into one little exercise, right? We're going to have 2 A's, 2 B's, 2 C's, and 2 D's. That will create 8 notes altogether, playing 2 of each. So, again, we're going to prepare all our fingers ahead of time. We're going to keep them right above the string, above the tape where they belong. So first finger above the yellow, second finger above the red, and third finger above the blue. And we're going to play 2 of each like this. 2 A's, then 2 B's, 2 C's, and then 2 D's. Got it? Let's put them all together into the same exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, B, C, C, D, D. Good. You can try that. Also, whenever you get really good at it, try doing it backwards. D, D, C, C, B, B, A. Try that and let me know if you can do it. Better yet, if you want to record yourself playing it going up, A, B, B, C, C, D, D, and then backwards, D, D, C, C, B, B, A. If you can do that, record yourself and send me a video so I can see that you're practicing and doing really well. All right? Have fun practicing, you guys, and I'll see you guys next week.